Hey and welcome back to my channel. Today I'd like to talk about my skincare routine. Due to PCOS, I have really acne prone skin and it's more so considered hormonal acne because depending on what part of cycle I am, it is either better or worse, and right now it's really not that great, so I can show you a little more details in my skincare routines and tricks that I do to get rid of stubborn pimples. I didn't want to go to a dermatologist because usually everything I got from a dermatologist so far always helped, but was really heavy stuff for my skin, like cortisone and things like that, and I just wanted to find a balanced way. I started this process because my skin was so bad I could not even touch it, and before I talk you near off, I'd rather just show you how I do it, starting with my morning routine. Good morning! I just jumped out of the shower and thought I'd show you my morning skincare routine. Usually it was just a splash of water in my face and maybe, I don't know, some moisturizer, probably not even that. And now that I know I have PCOS, I did a little research. My skin tends to be more dry, or it's pretty normal, but it tends to be more dry. I found this CeraVe Acne Foaming Cream Cleanser. It's really gentle on my skin, doesn't have any fragrance or anything to it. And I'll just show you how it's done. I'll get my fingers wet as I go. I have one towel that is designated for my face, and I'll just gently pat my face dry. Afterwards, I pretty much just follow up with a mineral sunscreen, pretty easy. This is SPF 50, because even if it's cloudy, you're still exposed to the sun during the day, and with some of the other products that I use in my nighttime routine, I just need to have sunscreen. That's pretty much it for my morning routine. Sometimes I put on makeup, but usually this is how I'm going out, and then apply sunscreen multiple times during the day because I live in Florida. It's pretty hot here, and the sun, especially in the summer, is pretty rough on your skin. After a day of being exposed to the sun or just outside or wearing makeup, my nighttime routine looks a lot more interesting as it has a whole lot more components to it. During the week I try to integrate different kinds of serums. I'm not using them all at the same time, and I also introduce them slowly into my skincare routine, trying to see what works for my skin so I'm not overwhelming my kind of sensitive skin. I always thought I had oily skin, but when I started my new skincare routine after about a week, I noticed really quickly that my skin is not oily, but that I was just not using the right products, which caused some oil production to my skin. So I changed my products to normal to dry skin products, and they're working very well for me. So while this is working for me, this might not be working for you. It is time to wash my face now. Get the hair out of the way. At night I usually prefer using this CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser just because I like to moisturize it a good bit. So let's start with that. My nighttime routine is the more interesting one. I am using Retinol by The Ordinary 0.5% in Squalane, so it's nice and easy and soothing on the skin. I started using this once a week, trying to introduce it slowly into my routine, and now I'm taking it in turns with vitamin C. So one night I'll have the Retinol, and then the next night I'll have vitamin C, and usually I do that 2-3 times a week, have an off day, and then Sunday is my exfoliating day, which I'll show you. I usually am using about 5 drops. I'm gently massaging that onto my face. I don't know if it's right, but somebody told me to always go in upward motion on your face because you don't want to have extra wrinkles. Not not sure if it's true, but once that is done, I'm using the ordinary Niacinamide and Zinc serum. Same here, 4 to 5 drops. I introduced this later into my skincare routine, making sure I am used to all the other products and not breaking out or am having an allergic reaction, and just slowly introduced it. I'm now using it for like 3 months, I believe. With all the serums I'm using, I'm trying to leave out my lips kind of, and then my eye party, just to make sure I'm not going into sensitive skin. I always thought I had really oily skin, and I used a moisturizer for oily skin, but it dried out my skin so much, and I changed to this CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion. Usually I take 2 pumps and apply that to my face. For my eyes, however, I'm using this Eye Duty Niacinamide Brightening Cream from First Aid Beauty, and this is all I'm using. A little goes a long way. That's pretty much my nighttime routine. If I have significant pimples, I am using tea tree oil to treat certain spots, so let's do that because I am having one. To apply it, I use a cotton swab, apply a couple drops of tea tree oil, and then applying it to wherever I have pimples. That's pretty much it, and then I'm ready to go to bed, and I'll show you my exfoliating routine. Let's get started with the nighttime routine. Since I'm wearing some makeup today, I'm going to remove that first with some micellar water. I'm using that one by Garnier. I'm applying some of the micellar water onto a cotton swab, and usually I'm starting with my eyes. Little tip here, I'm just going to leave that cotton pad sitting on my eyes for a couple of seconds so it breaks down the makeup and I don't have to rub around on the sensitive skin around my eyes. And onto the area. I'm thoroughly going to clean the rest of my face now. Next step is a little gentle cleanser to clean the rest of my face. I'm using this one from CeraVe Hydrating Facial Cleanser. Just 2 pumps and applying that to my face. Again, I have a separate towel that I use for my face only. Today is Sunday, maybe not when you watch this, but this means it's exfoliating day, and I'm using this AHA BHA solution from The Ordinary. I'm usually using about 2 drops per skin section. This AHA BHA cleanser has kind of a tingly sensation to the skin. The first time I used it, I only had it on for about 5 to 6 minutes. Now I'm all the way at 10. I wouldn't recommend doing it more than 10 minutes. I think it's plenty of time to exfoliate your skin. And then I'm going to show you how you wash it off. 10 minutes have passed now. I'm about to take this off. I'm going to wipe most of the peeling solution off with a damp cotton swab now, just to avoid getting it too close into the eye or mouth area. And then afterwards I'm going to rinse my face and go on with my skincare. I mentioned that I'm using some spot treatment for my pimples every now and then with some tea tree oil. Today, however, I think my face got enough exfoliant, so I won't do that today. Also, the pimple thing is actually the most challenging in my whole skincare routine. I'm always so tempted to pick my pimples, but honestly, it's just best if you leave them alone. If you see me with pimples running around, it's because I'm treating them with tea tree oil. I don't want any scarring to occur after I pick them. I'm finishing my skincare routine off the same way I finished that off on regular nights, applying some of the First Aid Beauty eye cream under my eyes, moisturizing my face with this CeraVe facial moisturizing lotion. Retinol is increasing the skin cell turnover. If you're using retinol in your skincare routine, make sure you are using sunscreen too, because your skin is so much more exposed to the sun with that product. When I started using retinol, I noticed that my wrinkles would actually even get worse and my skin was very, very thin. I stick to it and now I can say it really is better. It has increased my skin image overall. My pores gotten so much finer. I don't know if it's just retinol or also the fact that I'm using different serums like the vitamin C as well as a niacinamide and a BHA exfoliant. Maybe all of these things contribute to my skin improving over the last 3 months. I am not sure, but I can tell you it has worked wonders for me. I hope the information shared in this video was helpful for you. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, or turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos, and I'll see you around next time.